This episode is brought to you by Redfin. You're listening to a podcast, which means you're probably multitasking. Maybe even scrolling home listings on Redfin, saving homes without expecting to get them. But Redfin isn't just built for endless browsing. It's built to help you find and own a home. With agents who close twice as many deals, when you find the one, you've got a real shot at getting it. Get started at redfin.com. Own the dream.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. Stop waiting around for the perfect candidate. Instead, use Indeed sponsored jobs to find the right people with the right skills fast. It's a simple way to make sure your listing is the first candidates see. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs have 4 times more applicants than non-sponsored jobs. So go build your dream team today with Indeed. Get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Let's party each and every year on Christmas Eve, where the fun and cocktail shrimp don't seem to end. Clark and Ralphie taking turns on the TV screen, laughing, singing, yelling with all of our friends. Well, it's Christmas, and everybody's gonna spread the holiday cheer.
Hey, Dylan.
Matt, I want to start off by saying
Oh, no.
I am a Michael Showalter fan.
I was texting my friend about this because we both kind of walked away from this being like, it's fine, but we obviously have liked it more than most people have liked it.
You guys liked it way more than I did.
I know. My thing is, I think that this is not a good movie. Like,
No.
I want to stress that.
In no shape or form.
I think that Michael Showalter has hit this weird part of his career where there's The State and there's Wet Hot American Summer and there's all this craziness, and he makes a movie like The Baxter. I'm not sure if you've ever seen The Baxter, but The Baxter is like, I think that The Baxter is what Michael Showalter wants to make more than anything, and that movie tanked super hard. But it's about a Baxter, according to the movie. A Baxter is the super good guy in every romantic comedy that still gets left at the altar because the girl's like boyfriend randomly returned to town a week before the wedding. But in this movie, Michael Showalter plays a guy who's been a Baxter in every relationship he's ever been in.
Okay.
And in the movie, he's engaged to Elizabeth Banks, and he can see it's all happening again. Like they go to like her parents' house to start planning the wedding, and all of a sudden, like, the next door neighbor kid is back in town for that week only, and it's the guy that she used to date. So he's like losing his mind, doing everything possible to keep them from spending a second together.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I've been down this road too many times. Like, I've had it. But it is like, it's quirky. Like, he works at a random office, and the new temp shows up, and the only book she's brought is the dictionary. And he's like, oh, what's this? And she goes, oh, it's the book I'm currently reading. And he's like, I read it recently. My favorite page was the one that had the word preposterous on it. And she goes, don't spoil it. I'm only in the cues. Like, you know, like, it's just like very strange, weird humor.
Yeah,
and that
but
movie,
wholesome is what it feels
and
like.
super wholesome. Movie made like $500. Like, it tanked so bad. But then he found his footing mainstream with like dramedies. Like, he did The Big Sick, which I think is a masterpiece of a movie. And then he did The Eyes of Tammy Faye, which is just a straight up biopic drama that is like heartbreaking and beautiful. And then he did this, and I think my problem with this movie is that there are shining moments. There are shining moments of Showalterisms scattered in it, but they are so few and far between. Like, I think of this main character. So we're discussing the movie Oh What Fun. I feel like we haven't even said
Yeah.
that, but we're discussing the movie Oh What Fun, which stars Michelle Pfeiffer as a woman who has been beaten by Christmas, basically.
Yeah.
She goes out of her way.
That is what she says.
That's
Can
what she
I just
says.
say this movie does a bad representation of this woman being the only person who's putting in work this Christmas. I feel like
100%.
this movie does not shine a light on that very well, because there are multiple instances where like Dennis Leary is trying to get the dollhouse made. Like there are multiple people trying to do shit. And that's my thing with this is Michelle Pfeiffer's character very much comes off as entitled boomer mom.
Oh, 100%. And I
Yeah.
think that those are the big strikes in the movie, right? Like
Yeah.
when you don't like the main character, you're already having an uphill battle. I know you and I were texting and I compared it to how I feel, and I watch this movie every year, but how I feel when I watch Happiest Season
Yeah.
is like, I like Happiest Season because Kristen Stewart and Aubrey Plaza have like an insane chemistry in that movie, and Daniel Levy is hilarious in every second that he's in that film. But the main character and her family are so unlikable
Yeah.
for the entire run of the movie that it does make it a difficult watch, because you're just like, fuck this girl and fuck her family.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I don't want to spend the holidays with her. Why am I spending an hour and 45 minutes with her? And that is kind of your takeaway with the Michelle Pfeiffer's entire family, really, is that
Yeah.
they're all kind of awful in their own
Horrendous.
ways.
They're all mean to each other. So you've got the oldest daughter, who is played by Felicity Jones,
Yeah.
and basically she's a writer. And there's a scene in the very beginning where the mom just straight up admits to ignoring her as she's speaking. Like, as she's saying the stuff that she wants to do, like, the scene is her actively ignoring her. But then on the flip side, like, Felicity Jones just springs on her mom that, hey, what if we don't get together for Christmas next year? With no, like, no warning.
No build, nothing. Yeah.
And then you have the middle kid, played by Chloe Grace Moretz, who's just a bitch the whole movie. Like,
she's so mean
she's
the whole
so
movie.
mean, specifically to Jason Schwartzman's character, who plays Felicity Jones's husband, for no reason. Like, she straight up says, "You're boring," and I'm like, what are you talking about? All he did was ask you how you became a hairdresser, like why you got into hairdressing.
Yeah.
That's a normal conversation for someone you're trying to meet.
I do love Jason Schwartzman in this movie. He's my favorite character.
Yeah, but I mean, it's
Him struggling to connect.
he's great in everything.
Him like struggling to connect, and there's like the one, because her character is gay, and he's desperately trying to connect with her, and at one point he just goes, I kissed a boy once in college.
Yeah, that was good.
Like,
That was funny.
He's just grasping at anything.
Now, I will say the most likable of the kids is probably
the depressed Sammy.
Sammy,
Yeah.
the kid from The Holdovers, and I think
Yeah.
that kind of puts him over too. I just really like his aesthetic.
Him
Yeah,
doing
he's
his
really good.
drawn out depressed version of 12 Days of Christmas
It's
killed
so
me.
good.
It's so good.
So good.
And that's that when I say like there's these moments of Showalter-isms, like
Yeah.
how long that 12 Days of Christmas performance goes, to me, is like a perfect Michael Showalter type thing. Or like the
Yeah.
number, I think the most Showalter moment that kills me is Michelle Pfeiffer has this rivalry with the neighbor across the street over who is like the more Christmassy. And there's this scene where her family is singing Silent Night, and it is like a pentatonics level
It's
acapella.
so good. One of the guys is from Dropout TV. Like it was so good.
Like, that's the type of stuff where I'm like, more of that. Like, if
Yes.
this movie had way more of that and the 12 Days of Christmas, and it was like, I mean, at this point, you're basically rewriting the movie, right? But it's like,
Yeah.
I would drop so much of this and make it just this quirky ass family at Christmas time battling against another quirky, like, almost like a Romeo and Juliet situation where you still keep the ending where
That's
Sammy
right,
and the
'cause
daughter
Yep.
get together, but that it's like both families have been like rivals of Christmas time over who can out Christmas the other family.
Yeah.
Like, I think that there's something so much more charming there than, like you said, like entitled boomer mom.
Imagine a near-future Los Angeles where most people are microchipped and a new app lets you sync minds with someone else. You could share thoughts, feel emotions, experience life through someone else's head. Would you do it? From indie filmmaking team Femregard Productions comes Sync, a sci-fi psychological thriller about friendship, control, and the terrifying cost of letting someone into your mind. When one woman syncs with her best friend, she realizes too late, some connections can take over. Watch Sync on Amazon Prime Video, Fandango at Home, Hoopla, and more beginning March 6th and streaming free with ads on Tubi starting April 4th. Follow the film on Instagram at Sync the Movie, that's SYNC the Movie, for updates. Because the mind is a terrible thing to share.
Something I did love, though,
Yeah.
when this starts off, she's giving this speech about how there's not nearly enough female representation in Christmas stories. She's like,
Yeah.
but it's done in this awesome stop motion scene
Oh,
of
it was so
VHS
cool.
tapes
Yep.
moving across the. I was
Yeah.
like, this is the first like 5 minutes. I was like, oh, I don't know why the critics gave this 25%. I'm pretty into this. Then I
There's
saw
a-
their issues.
There is the message isn't even bad. It's just the execution is so weird in terms of like, again, I hate to keep saying it, but like just this like boomer experience of like, why did my kids not put me in this thing? And then you see the Christmas the way it's represented, and I'm like, I don't think they did a good job at making her seem like that person. I don't think she earned her lash out. Like
No.
her leaving behind. Okay, so this movie comes to a head. The climax of this movie is basically, or at least like the first piece of it, is the mom has bought tickets to this dance show that the youngest kids are super into. And they're all getting ready to leave. And the mom is so caught up in pulling some shit against
One-upping the neighbor.
One-upping
Yeah.
the neighbor, that she goes over there, even though everybody is getting ready to leave. Like, she literally, everyone's getting ready to leave. Everybody has coats on, her included. And she walks out to go do this thing. And everybody gets into the car and leaves her there. It's very much like the Griswold family going shopping and Clark is stuck in the attic watching home movies. Like, that was very much the same shtick. And then she comes back, flips out because she's like, I've been forgotten and I've done all of this stuff for them. I can't believe they've forgotten me. Doesn't, like, no text,
Yeah.
no call. She's got her own car. Like, she could have driven there as well. But I just feel like none of that was earned. I felt like there was no moment where I was like, yeah, you know what? You go, girl. Like, this family sucks. Like, that's...
Yeah.
No. Like, the entire time, I'm like, listen, you all kind of suck. You very much, this is all the same family.
Yeah.
Because you're
100%.
all wrapped up in your own bullshit. And I just don't think it was a that big of a deal.
I hate when we do these episodes where we're kind of like rewriting what the movie could have been, because I didn't know what to expect, right? The pitch, the soft pitch on Wikipedia when I said, okay, like, it's a Michael Showalter movie, it's got a pretty stacked cast, and it said, like, a family learns to appreciate what their mom does for them at Christmas when she mysteriously disappears. But it's like, she doesn't mysteriously disappear. She runs away.
Yeah.
Where it's like I almost wish that it was the reverse. I wish that it was like, hey, she's doing everything right. They're unappreciative. And like, maybe she gets fucking kidnapped or something.
Yeah.
And they go like days not realizing that she's even gone until their Christmas falls into chaos. And then they're like, oh, we suck. And they like turn themselves around. Like, I feel like there's a way to do this where you're more on on Michelle Pfeiffer's side.
Yeah, but that's the thing, is like the message just wasn't earned. It wasn't earned. It wasn't represented very well at all. It very much. So it's funny. I texted you 2 days after I watched this. An article had gone up. I think it might have been Variety or something. Who knows? It's the internet. It came and went already. But it was a collection of mothers who were complaining about their kids who had basically estranged them, like distanced themselves from them. And when you actually read the article, all of the signs were there of like, oh, you kind of treated your kid horribly. Like, you feel like you're entitled to this love, but you treated them terribly. Like, you didn't accept them for who they were. Like, you had issues with who they chose to be, even though they weren't hurting anyone. Like, and it was funny because when I read that, I was like, this feels like that mom. This feels like why am I not being appreciated enough? Why are they not voting me onto this TV show that I'm sending them constantly to nominate me for? And like, it's really strange. And even the ending is really strange to me.
The fact
like,
that she
her in
becomes
the
this
hot
viral
tub.
sensation, and it really falls apart in a big way. But yet it ends on one of the funniest, like towards the end, we get one of the funniest lines, because like the big setup from the start is that Sammy, the youngest son, is bringing home his girlfriend, and everyone's all excited.
That whole bit was really good.
Yeah, like they're excited to meet the girlfriend, but she dumps him. And then they end up on TV, and like a leech, she like shows up to the TV studio, and she keeps quoting famous things from movies. And he's like, that's just from Jerry Maguire. She goes, oh, congratulations, Sam. You've watched a lot of movies. And like, that is the best line in the whole damn movie, is her calling him out on that. That's Judd Apatow's daughter, for those of you who might not recognize her. Also from Euphoria. But yeah, I wanted to like this so much. I love Michael Showalter so much that I wanted this to be great.
Yeah, there's a better
simply
movie
wasn't.
here, and it's the cast is stacked. It really is a stacked cast, but they just have so little to work with, and the characters they're given are just so unlikable.
Yeah.
And there's no other way I can describe it. Everybody just feels like such a toxic family, and there's no like resolving that toxicity. It's just kind of there.
No, it's there, and I wanted this to be. I was so hopeful that this was going to be something that I immediately was like, this is the yearly watch. Like, even Netflix really failed me this year. Because like, Netflix has been good for like soft yearly watches, like something like Hot Frosty, where it's like, that's not like on a Spirited level or anything like that, but it's like a good time. Like, it's like a good dumb way to kill like an hour and 25. And like, you'll notice we're not doing like Merry Little Xmas or the Jingle Bell Heist this year, because like we both watched those, and it's like, I feel like Oh, What Fun is probably a worse movie than either one of those. Yeah. But there's more to talk about. I felt
like
nothing.
I have a lot more to say about this movie than especially Jingle Bell Heist. I have nothing to say about that movie.
Yeah.
I will say there's a lot of strange stuff in Merry Little Xmas that I could probably chat about, but I agree. Like, both of those movies are so harmless, they just kind of happen. Yeah. And where this, like, I don't want to feel that way, but I watched this, and as I'm watching it, all 1 hour and 47 minutes of it, of just like, this is not good. Like, this is not good, it's really disappointing.
It's similar to when we did the Santa Clauses on Disney Plus, when we were just like, wow, this is dad humor. Like, this is like
exactly
failed dad humor.
Yeah.
It just, I wish that I could say that this was like one that everyone should check out. Now, next week is our last new release of 2025 before we just go back into what we normally do for March through September.
Yeah.
And boy, are we both excited to talk about it.
So excited. I'm so excited. It was such a surprise. And I'm so listen, the gang is back and I'm super excited to talk about it. Excited to talk about the Crap Out.
Crap Out.
Whoa, oh, whoa, oh, now we won't stop till the big ball drops on New Year's. Happy holiday, have a great holiday, have a merry happy holiday.
LifeLock, how can I help?
The IRS said I filed my return.
But I haven't.
1 in 4 tax-paying Americans has paid the price of identity fraud.
What do I do?
My refund, though.
I'm freaking out.
Don't worry, I can fix this.
LifeLock fixes identity theft guaranteed and gets your money back with up to $3 million in coverage.
I'm so relieved.
No problem. I'll be with you every step of the way.
1 in 4 was a fraud-paying American. Not anymore. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit LifeLock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
You're listening to the Geekscape Network.